long since I've recorded a YouTube video. How do you get back into doing this? So yeah, long story short, miniature life update, had a baby. Really the biggest thing that has changed, had a baby. So, I joined the mommy crew. Had my birthday, that just passed. Happy Virgo season. It's the best season of the year. I know a lot of clarity is coming into your life, a lot of good things. You're getting your shit together this season. And if you don't believe in zodiacs, I don't care. But the comment section exists for your trash. So go. I would rather you drop it there than litter. Stop littering, save the earth. Is this straight? I have had this story time on my head for a few days, and I don't know why, but it's really been persistent. And I was kind of hesitant to tell it because I feel like the person it is about be watching my YouTube. And it's like, it kind of is what it is, because, you know, it's the past. But don't be offended by my recollection of our relationship, because maybe we didn't see it the same way. But that's fine. So this was back when I was 18. I'm currently 25, so this was years ago. I am freshly single. I'm mingling, I'm talking to people, and at this point I go to A&T. So A&T really had some attractive men. It really had the niggas. They was out there. No offense, my Winston men, but A&T was a really big school, so it just had a lot of variety. And you go to a really tiny school, but I ended up like not really messing with nobody at my school for that reason, and I think that was for the best. Anyway, it looks like I'm naked down here, like I'm trying to give you a peep show, but I have on a whole bodysuit, so just so we know. All right, I should put my phone on D&D because I hate when notifications pop up, because I'm gonna look. All right, we're going to call him Karl, Crazy Karl, because Karl was really crazy, and this is back when I thought I was entertaining, so I definitely played into it. He was one of them dudes that hit you up in the DMs on some, I saw you at the Aggie Dome today.
Okay.
You know, if you're gonna tell someone, hey, I saw you today, but you didn't speak to them, it gives a little bit creepy. Because what if they didn't see you? I don't think I saw him, so I was like, okay. I don't remember how we ended up deciding to link up, but we did. And when we linked up, it was one of those situations where the red flags took no time to come out. Very evident. This me, baby. This is what it is. So when I meet him, he's funny, he's cool. A little pushy. Don't know how I feel about that, because I honestly, at one point, I really feel like I was an alpha female, but he was very aggressive, like on some, he was gonna make me his girlfriend, and he already telling me what his girl can and can't wear. You have a dress code to be in a relationship with you? And I think as a girlfriend, you should definitely take into consideration the comfortability of your partner. If your boyfriend is uncomfortable with you wearing certain things, try to decipher if it's reasonable concern or he's controlling and wants me to just wear a turtleneck all the time, you know? I feel like there's definitely a difference. And a woman that feels like you don't need to ask no man what you need, what you can and can't wear, I 100% agree. If you feel like maybe I should run it by my nigga first, I 100% agree. I'm gonna run it by my nigga first if I really feel like, am I pushing the limit? Am I pushing his comfort limit, you know? Because not everyone I've dated has felt the same about what I wear. A story for a different day. But yeah, he's already given me the dress code requirements to be his girlfriend. And, or just a girl he talked to in general. I don't know. I don't remember if he deciphered between the two, but I don't think he did. Anyway, leggings was on the list, and at this point in time, I'm living in leggings because they're comfortable. I've already checked out of the conversation at this point. You're telling me what I can and can't wear, and we're just meeting each other. That's a red flag, bro. Another one. This is still the first day that we met. So he goes, yeah, you the kind of girl, I would've hit you, but I would choke the shit out of you. Okay. What did you say your name was again? I'm like, bro, what? Why would you say that to somebody? We were not in any kind of relationship, and I honestly just met you. But that's supposed to like draw me in. That level of crazy was never a turn on for me. Like, I like the guy that's gonna blow my phone up, you know? Not the guy that's going to beat me up. Time passes. We do end up hooking up. It was what it was. This is how my brain operates, honestly and truly. You fall into one of two categories. I don't like you. This is a one-time thing. I don't plan to talk to you after this. That's one category. The other category is I really like you. I'm actually a little obsessed with you. Let's keep hanging out. There is no middle ground. There are no gray areas. I don't know why my brain operates this way, but it does. So you're in one of two categories, okay? If we only hook up like twice, once, he was in that category. There was one time where he posted me on a public platform, and at the time I was getting back with the guy I was talking to in high school. You're not messing that up for me. Delete that, homeboy. He said, what? I said, delete it. There are dudes who just want to show you off so they can look like they have some sort of status, or just to show they have access to women in general. Let's just say women in general. Beautiful women, to keep it clear, but it is what it is. He was essentially, I feel like, trying to do that to me. He, first of all, had like leaned in for a kiss, and it's just like, we don't really do that. So what are you doing anyway? And I think if he didn't, he might have kissed me on the cheek, honestly, because I don't think I leaned in for a kiss. Regardless, he took a video of it and he posted it. I just had to look at him. I said, we're not doing this. You came over here because you were in the area, and I felt suckered into letting you come to my room. You're going home. You're not spending the night. You're not bamboozling me into spending the night. You're going home. And you're going to delete that post. Okay, time passes by. I go to a different school now. And the guy from high school I ended up dating ends up breaking my heart in a very short period of time. It started sophomore year, so that made me a bitter bitch, and I refused to talk to anybody. So all the way from August of 2016 through February of 2017, I did not talk to anybody. I didn't hook up with anybody. I wasn't even like texting anybody back and forth. I was really in school. I hung out with my girlfriends, guy friends, but I wasn't on that time with nobody. Until Crazy Karl pops back up. He pops back up. Oh, before then. A time before the time I'm about to tell you about, Karl, Crazy Karl, had popped up at my school. He came to my school. We turned up together. It was cool. It was gravy. Even that night he was pushing it. Like, my best friend was telling me stuff from the night because I was like, I think I blacked out by the end of the night. He was the kind of nigga that talked to your friends in your face, like, but still try to slide on you. I don't care if you talk to my friends, but like, don't try to be on me. No, that's not what we're doing. You're not trying to look like my nigga and you over here trying to talk to my friends. That's lame. That's dead. And it's not for me. Anywho, fast forward past that situation. I was lightweight. I hadn't been messing with nobody the whole school year, essentially. It's February now. School started in August, and I ain't had nothing to do since August. That was the last time, and it was early August. It was like around 14th, 15th of August. That was the last time I had something to do. And if you don't know what I mean by that, just think. Just something to do, capital D, you feel me? So yeah, I hadn't had something to do since August. So at this point, I'm like, prospects are starting looking like, okay, maybe I should consider that. And Karl somehow comes back into the picture because he's just that person that I entertain when I feel like it. Great conversation. He is so funny. We have really good conversations, which is why I'm like, I think I like him.
I'm a dumbass.
I don't know if I like the boy, so I let him come back to see me. Talk about mistake. The second he got there, I was so irritated. I'm like,
come here, pussy. Get the fuck out of my goddamn dog.
where are my friends? Where are my friends to tell me to stop and to not invite this boy over? He came down there and he was hungry when he came. It's like, okay, cool. He wanted me to take him to go get some food at the student center. And I was like, okay, let's go. We go for a little walk. And when we get there, he didn't have no money. He didn't have $1 to his name, I don't think. I don't think he brought anything with him other than his body and maybe a do-rag. And this is just to say, it is not even alone the fact that you are a man that you should have brought money with you. I was raised to never go nowhere without no money with me. You don't do that. You don't go nowhere without no money. You need to have enough money to buy a meal. At the very least, buy something to drink, something. You do not walk out the house with literally no money. Like, what? So when he came and he didn't have no money, in my head I'm like, why did you come? At this point in college, my parents are not funding me. So whatever money I do get, I hold on to. You know, I'm saving it. Why do you think I'm about to bust down some money on you? And then he wanted to get a big box of chicken. It was a $20 box and I'm using my student plan. You think I'm about to spend $20 on fucking Popeye's chicken that I don't even eat? I said, we're not getting that. You need to get something else. Because I don't eat Popeyes. And y'all, why did he even eat his food? Is that a blur? Now, this is one thing about him that I think it is important to know. And I'm going to speak in analogies because one day this is going to be monetized and I don't need to be demonetized because I'm saying some naughty words. according to YouTube. But okay, so when you have something to do, it is best to have a raincoat to protect you from the rain. At this point in life, I had only used raincoats because I didn't, the dudes I dated were very adamant. We gotta wear a raincoat. It might rain today. Mr. Karl took it upon himself to remove his raincoat in the middle of the rain, and he didn't tell me till like 6 months later. 6 months. Of course, I still put myself in a situation to sleep with him. And I think I had some edibles. And he was just like, the thing about Karl, he was well endowed, okay? He was not lacking in that area. So you can see why maybe he would be around again for a second trial. But after the second time, I was like, this is not gonna work. But he was well endowed. So I hadn't had nothing to do. I hadn't had something to do in 7 months. And Mr. Well Endowed comes along. I need a timeout. Flag on the play. In my stamina and was ready to continue doing my something to do. He tried to play me. He tried to tell me that he put the raincoat back on. But I knew he didn't put the raincoat on. So I said, why are you lying to me? And he said, I'm not lying. He was getting irritated. He was getting irritated that I was accusing him of not wearing a raincoat. And then I was like, then show me your raincoat. Show me the raincoat. It's over. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Because this is the second time that you're trying to do this. This is already against my knowledge. Would have done it a second time if I didn't say anything, number one. And if I didn't press the issue. I pressed the issue and you were really gonna make it a thing of I was tripping. You already came here with no money and now you're trying to take off your raincoat? And I would have said no, because he came up there with a hickey on his neck. You want to take off the raincoat when you have clear evidence you've already been possibly rained on? You want to get wet? Not in these parts, baby. Not in these parts, okay? Because I believe in knowing your status, and I have already checked my status, okay? So you think you're about to come in here and mess it up, and I have to go? Get off of me. Yeah, that night was over. But it doesn't end there. There are several situations where I put myself in his space, maybe because I know I'm gonna get attention from him. But in reality, that's not the case. I really think he's funny. Like, we can have a great time together if you would just chill. He will always ask me, so why you always got a new boyfriend and it's not me? Does that not tell you something? If you are messing with a guy and every time he gets a girlfriend is not you and you want to be a girlfriend, babe, what are you doing? Let him go. You're not being chosen. So when he asked me that question, I'm just like, you don't get, okay. Fast forward to a little party he had. He wanna, talk to me privately and he's trying to give me head. Can you say that on the internet? He's trying to be a munch. He's trying to munch, So his munching really not like that. So I was not interested. I was just like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you though, but no. Why not? You thought I was feeling you? No, I'm good. He wanted to post me on his story, like grabbing my butt, and I'm like, for what? Why would you do that? What do you get from that? I just don't understand. What do you get from that? Back in the day when I used to talk to you, I was really bullshitting. I knew you were, which is why we never were together. But why did he go on to tell somebody that I was his girlfriend for 2 years? You told somebody I dated you, and we never dated. We never even really talked. I would never claim that. We messed around twice. That was it. And we continued to talk to each other, but we had more of a friendship than anything. Like, honestly and truly, we were friends, right? I would say so. Now he's doing much better, I believe. He's doing a lot of different things now, which look great. I still, you know, swipe up, comment here and there, but that's as far as it goes. So, girls, ladies, if I can give you any piece of advice, leave the dudes with no money alone, honey. You know, in college, it's okay to be a little understanding, like, okay, he don't got no money, but when you think about it, at the end of the day, if he don't got no money, leave it alone. And I'm not saying he got to be a six-figure nigga. He got to take care. I'm saying if he has no money to take care of himself, done that. Thank you all for tuning in to this chaotic story time. I hope it was at the least interesting. But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you in the next one, or you hope to see. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really don't like when people ask you to subscribe too soon, because it's like, I just kind of met you, especially if this is your first time here. And I mean, this is my first video in a very long time, so I'm like, oh my god, subscribe. Like, girl, you're looking kind of shaky. But yeah, subscribe if you enjoyed the story time, because if you made it this far, you definitely liked it. So subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe, your mama, your daddy, your bald-headed granny. I mean, if your grandma got hair, that's cool too. So, but yeah, thank you all for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, you guys.